Hey guys, Jan here, the Northview Model Shop, with an update on the Harvard. Quite a bit of time's gone into it there in the last couple days to try to get things up and running. And without further ado, there we go, a little bit of color. Little trick here that I've got. This is a bit of a mistake on my part. After masking it all up, I realized I had no place to hold on to it to paint it and then be able to put it down. So, little trick I got is just this is it's a 1/8 take rod, just mild steel with a heavy spring-loaded clamp. And then the way this plane's geared up, you have an opening in here. So where my masking tape fell, I just took another little clamp, put it in there. Now you can work everything, the whole plane, hang to dry. It actually worked really well. This is where we're at right now. Is just I'm probably going to do just a quick wet sand because I've got a little bit of dust particle that fell into this area here and right here. A little bit of dust fell into it, and I'm not too happy with it. I guess it wouldn't matter. It's probably going to get covered in decaling anyway. But why not? We'll shoot for it. What else here? The new trick that I tried, this is the first time doing it, is I've actually used on this was a 2-part epoxy to affix the fuselage to the wings and then my horizontal tail to the wings, or to the fuselage as well. I've noticed in the past when you've used super glue's not going to work because one little snap is going to come off, and Tester's gel glue, you're forever holding the plane in a solid position to try to get it so it doesn't separate. And when you're all said and done, you stop for a minute, you look, and it's something sideways or just not quite right, and it looks horrible. So I wanted to try to do it right this time. So that's the method I've done. The downside of doing the plane, unfortunately, is everything's got to be glued together before you can. Well, before I do it anyway, to paint your fuselage means that your cockpit all has to be installed, so masking becomes critical. And did a little experiment with some different tapes, and I'll do a video on that here shortly to explain it. But there's a little bit of work had to be done there to get this right. But I'm impressed so far. It's turning out a lot better than I thought it was, so that's always good. So that here. Also, another different tactic I've done is this cowling is actually going to fit over and fit a bit deeper into here. So I figure I'm going to paint this separate because I'm going to flat black the inside here, and that would save having to mask. Plus, your engine would have to go in, and you got to mask your engine, and by the time I put it into the engine, so I didn't want to mess that up. And one mistake I made was the side intake. I didn't glue on before I paint it, so it'd be done separate. So hopefully I don't friggin' jack that up trying to glue it on after, but worry about that later. Some of the parts we figured out from before. Civilian T6s often will have a cone over the prop, or nose cone, so these are the pieces there. And I've done some research, and some of the T6s were equipped with one machine gun, which then exits through here for training exercises. I'm not going to go with the gun setup. I'm going to go with non-weaponized, so I'm going to do this in an olive drab, which is illustrated here, flat black as well as civilian ones. So I'm going to go for olive drab. I think it looks neater, so that's the route I want to go. Trying to think of anything else. So let's try this little trick. My buddy J-Tech did this on one of his videos, and I'm going to try it. Using my magnifying glass, I'm going to show, hopefully this works, the engine. Now there's not a lot of detailing I could pick up with this with my abilities, but I tried my best running all push rods and wires in black. Rocker covers I should go back and do in black as well, because they, in all the pictures of this Pratt & Whitney 1340, that's how they're done up. And the landing gear, I thought for myself, turned out quite well. Like I said, well, hopefully once again we can see what's here, but that's just a silver with the black wash over it, and then I was able to pick out the brake lines and hydraulic lines for it. So like I said, once again, hopefully this magnifying glass in front of the camera is picking this up. But anyway, we're rolling pretty good here. the T6 I'm going to hope will be done shortly. The plan that I have right now is to get online right away and order up. I'm going to try to get a decal sheet, and hopefully if anyone knows where there's one, let me know. But a decal sheet with just miscellaneous 1/48 scale military insignia from different countries. I've been thinking, someone suggested this, one of the subscribers. He suggested Canadian, Netherlands. So depending on how you display the plane, in your case, is which country of origin the plane is going to be from. So that's what I might do. The Canadian Air Force and the Netherlands insignias are both round. They're both pretty close. So, you know, in display it's going to look pretty neat, I think. And like I said, depending on how you display it, it's going to be either Canadian or a Netherlands Air Force. So that's where we're at with that. And I should have prepped this before, but very old book that my old man gave to me that I stole from him, more accurately. Has quite a bit of information in it, and I should have read this first before I even considered getting on here, because, oh yeah, right. Like I said, really should have got to the information out first. Anybody know any good jokes? Oh, here it is. This proves that I don't know at all what I'm talking about. Here's an American T6 painted in silver. Here's a Canadian, a Royal Canadian Air Force, Canadian flag, painted silver. So there you go. Jan Heyer from Northview Model Shop doesn't know squat jack what he's talking about. And it shows, boys. Do your research before you get on YouTube and start talking, because then you look like a dummy. Anyway guys, adios.